Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Andrea.
Andrea says, "Hey, Demon Team, I've been up at night wrestling with your advice to delay applying if I'm not totally ready. A couple of days ago, after already sending off a few apps, oops, Adrian writes, I finally decided to push things back a year, and let me tell you, I've never felt so relieved."
I've heard that 50
Yeah.
times, 100 times.
Oh, yeah. Over and over. I wanted to share my insight for those who need to hear someone else's point of view to be convinced to make the same decision. For a bit of backstory, I decided to go to law school this past summer and somehow thought I could pull off the LSAT by September. This was before I found your podcast. Since then, it's been like trying to shove a square peg into a round hole, burning myself out with studying, picking schools, and prepping documents all at once while finishing my last semester of undergrad. Okay,
Oh,
so your
God.
grades are suffering too.
Yeah, putting your GPA at risk here by forcing way too much in all at once.
Mm. With every day that passed, I was becoming more informed and I started to be honest with myself. I only get one shot at law school and I want to go in house for a tech company one day. I need to be all in on the best school/program possible.
Excellent.
And yeah, instead of trying to turn the November LSAT into my last hurrah, it's attempt number 2 for me. My new plan is to go for the January, February, and April tests. Since I'm aiming for a career in compliance, data privacy, and regulatory work, I'm using this year to snag some certifications like the CIPP/US and the CIPM. Plus, I'm giving myself a few months to actually breathe and enjoy life before law school goes full throttle. I'm a first generation college student/professional. I worked full time when finishing my degree or while finishing my degree, and I don't need to go into law school already burnt out.
This is a slam dunk successful lawyer. This is somebody who is going to win in this game. Congratulations, Andrea. You have a very sensible plan. Pumping the brakes made all the sense in the world for you. I wish Andrea could talk to the people that we were talking to on episode 480 of the Thinking LSAT podcast, because we had people who were in even worse situation trying to force, right? Like take
Mm,
the November LSAT as their first attempt and then use
mhm.
January as their backup. And Andrea has already said, nah, not going to play that game. And
Yeah.
it just, you'll never, ever regret that. Waiting another cycle is not something that people ever regret.
Yeah. Finally, going through the application process this cycle wasn't a waste. I learned so much, wrote some rock solid essays, got my letters of recommendation in, and have a head start on researching schools. Don't let sunk costs trap you. If you need more time, take it. Future you will thank you. If you know you're capable of a 170 plus, you're doing yourself an injustice by not giving yourself the time to get there. Thank you, Demon Team, for your work and insight. Andrea.
Yeah. um, you said it, Andrea. I don't really think I have very much to add. Glad you took our advice. I'm positive that this is all going to work out very well for you. This is a success story already.
Yeah. And I do want to emphasize one point here, and that is if anyone is listening to this and thinking, oh, okay, great, I should push back my applications, you might also want to push back your your LSAT studying. Like maybe stop listening to us and turn your focus to your GPA if you're still in undergrad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like Andrea is happy that she did all this stuff, uh, learning, writing essays, letters of recommendation, researching schools, all that stuff. But if her grades suffered at all while she's doing this,
Mm.
then, she's just robbing from herself,
Yep. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like you're borrowing some GPA to invest it in these other areas. I hope that she kept her grades high. Law
Yeah.
schools are serious about uh, admitting people who are good at school.
Hmm.
And there's two ways you can demonstrate to them that you're good at school. One is the LSAT. The other is be good at school while you're an undergrad.
Yeah.
If you're an undergrad, you should be focusing on your grades. And I really mean you should be getting straight A's if you can It'll
Yeah.
make huge, just a huge impact on your application.
Excellent.
Great job, Andrea. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.